Hello everyone. So today is our second day of our Java programming bootcamp. So in this today's lecture, we will be seeing about the conditional statements, loops, methods, and some other topics as well. Alright, guys. So in the previous lecture, we have seen about the introduction of Java, the JDK, JRE, JVM, and we also wrote our first program, and we also seen the data types operators, right? So let us see what we're going to do in this lecture. And before jumping into the topics, I would like to remind you guys about the attendance form. It will be posted at the end of the video, and you guys need to fill that one in order to get the certificate, guys. All right, so let us start with today's lecture. So today's our first topic is conditional statements in Java, guys. So there are these some of the five statements for five basic statements. First, we need to cover in order to get into some advanced topics such as loops and etc. All right. So first, let us see what is if statement. So basically, if statement is used to check a certain condition, and if the condition is satisfied, then the statements under the if statement are executed, or else it won't get executed. Alright, guys, so I hope you got the basic idea. That is nothing but if statement is used for checking something. Alright, so let us go into IntelliJ. And some of the people were facing problem in the yesterday's lecture, so we changed the background of IntelliJ. Also, we changed the font size. So I hope everything is fine now. And let us just create a new package, day 2. And inside day 2, let us create a new Java class and name it as simple underscore if. Yes, now let us just see an example program of simple if. Let us write our main method, public static void main string args, and let us open the braces. And what we have learned about if statement is used to check a certain condition, right, guys? So first of all, let us just write a single problem statement. These double slashes are used for writing the comments, and comments won't get executed, right, guys? Only for the programmer purpose. So check if the number is equal to 10. If condition is satisfied, print hello. Alright, guys, so we need to check if the number is equal to 10. Then we should, if the number is equal to 10, we should print hello, or else we should not print anything. So first, let us just take a number int n equal to, initially let us take n equal to 10. And next what we're going to do is, in order to check it, we use if statement, right? If, open the braces, n double equal to 10. If n is equal to 10, when we are checking, we need to use double equal to, guys. All right, so go to down line, open the braces, and this is the if block, guys. All right, so this is the if block. We need to write the code which is to be executed when the condition is met. All right, so what are we supposed to do? We should print hello, right? SOP statement, and just print hello. All right, and now let us just run it, and let us see whether the desired output is coming or not. So it is being executed. Hello, we got the desired output, right, guys? Because the number is equal to 10 and we also wrote the condition is equal to 10, see, we are getting the desired output hello. And for example, let us just change it to 1, guys. And now let us see what is happening. Let me just run the program, and we'll be getting blank output. We got nothing on the output screen. Why we not get nothing? Because we wrote a condition only for n is equal to 10. But what is the value of n here? 1, right? So since the values are not matched, nothing will be printed. And in order to get that one, we need to use a keyword called else, and we need to write some code inside that block in order to get the default value. All right, so this is the second part, guys. So we have seen if statement, and now we are seeing if else statement. All right, so this is nothing but when you are having a condition and there is some statement to be printed, and for the default case, that is nothing but if the condition is not satisfied here, you need to have an alternate, right? So then that is the alternate keyword is called else, and open the block, and let us add some problem statement, or else print world. Alright guys, and if the number is not equal to 10, then we should print world. Okay, so inside the else block, write our SOP statement and just write world. That's it. Now let us just run it. Yes, we got world. Alright guys, so this is the very simple program. I hope you guys got it. What is if and what is if else? So when we are having a condition to check, we use if, and when the given condition is not correct, we need to have an alternate, that is else. That is else block will be executed because here n is equal to 1 and we wrote the condition for n is equal to 10. Alright guys, and next we completed if statement and if else statement. Now let us see this if else if and nested if statements. If else if statement first, let us see this. Let us create a new Java class, if underscore else underscore if. Yes, now let us see what is if else if. Let us write our main method, public static void main, and next let us write a problem statement, if else if, right guys? So if character is equal to x, print hello, or if it is equal to y, print world, or if it is equal to z, print or let's just give a random word, laptop, and any other if any other character is entered, just print default. Alright guys, so this is the problem statement. This is very simple. If given character is equal to x, you need to print hello, or if the given character is equal to y, you need to print world. If the character is equal to z, you need to print laptop, and if the character is not equal to x, not equal to y, not equal to z, then what you're gonna do, you just print default. That's it. All right, so first let us take a character char ch, let us just take, and for the first testing case, let us just take x, and if ch is equal to x, and put these braces and open the if block, and what we're supposed to print, if the character is equal to x, we need to print hello, else if next the condition is ch is double equal to y, and what we are supposed to do, we need to print world, because if the character is equal to y, we need to print world. So when we are having multiple conditions, one or more conditions, we need to use else, and we need to put if, so that you can add multiple conditions. And now let us add one more condition, that is for z is equal to z, then what are we supposed to do, we need to put any random word where the random word is laptop, and else, and if the neither of the condition is satisfied, I mean the character is not x, not y, and not z, what we are supposed to print, we need to print default. So let us just put SOP statement default. Let me just run this program and let us see what is the output we are getting. We got output hello. Why we got the output hello? Because the character here is given is x, and the condition is satisfied for this one, whereas the character is equal to x. What is being printed? Hello. This statement is printed because the statement is written inside this if block. And let me just check for a, and what is the output we will be getting, guys? Any guesses? I hope you got the answer, because we wrote the condition only for x, y, and z, and for all the default cases we wrote this SOP statement, that is what is there inside that one, default. So we got default as an output. Alright guys, so this is the if else if, that is if you're having more than one condition, then you can use this. Now let us see our next thing, that is nested underscore if. So basically guys, nested if is nothing but writing an if statement inside another if statement. Alright, so writing a if statement inside another if statement is known as nested. Nested in the sense inside the another. Right, so let us first write our main method, public static void main string args, and next let us write a problem statement and check two numbers. If both are satisfied, print hello, else print world. Alright guys, so if both the numbers are satisfied when we check them and print, we need to print hello, or else we just need to print world. Alright, first let us just take two numbers, n1 equal to 10, n2 equal to 20. Let us just take, and we need to check two numbers, right? If, let us just take n1 double equal to 10. Let us open the if block. If n2 double equal to 20, then what we are supposed to print? We are supposed to print hello. And else what we are supposed to print? We are supposed to print world. So what is happening here is, guys, so first we created two numbers, and if n1 is equal to 10, and if we are opening the block, if this condition is satisfied, then only it will go inside, and it is checking one more thing, one more condition is there, and if that condition is also satisfied, the statement answered this if block will be executed. What is that? Hello. Or else if the first condition is not satisfied, then directly it will go into this else block and it will just print world. All right, so let us just run this. We got the output hello. Alright guys, because both the numbers are satisfied and both are correct, then that's why we are getting hello as output. Alright, so we have seen all this, and now let us just see what is a switch case. Alright, so switch case is also a very similar thing. Alright guys, so let us see an example of switch case. So the syntax is little different, and this is also for the same purpose. When you are having one or more conditions, and switch case is very useful. So let us create a new Java class, switch underscore case. All right, now let us create our main method, string args, and first let me take a number. In number equal, let us just check 10, and let us also write the problem statement. If number equal to 10, print, let us just take a, or else if number equal to 20, print b, number equal to 30, print c, or else if any other character is entered other than a, b, or c, we just need to print default output. Alright guys, so first we are just checking whether the number is equal to a, b, or c. We need to write three cases for this one, and if either of these cases are not satisfied, then we need to write, we just need to print default output. So first of all, let us just take a number, int number equal to 10, and now let us write the switch case. So that this is a syntax which you need to go follow, switch, and open the braces and write number here. What is the variable name? Number. And open the switch block, and now you need to write cases for all, case 10, and put a colon here. And what is the output for this one? A. And you also need to put break, and I will be explaining you guys what is the use of break once we are executing it. So next, case 20. What do we need to print? B. And break. Case 30. What is the output, guys? We need to print C. Break. And we need to write the default case now, right? Default. We need to print default output. Alright guys, so let me explain you the program clearly. First we wrote int number equal to 10 and switch. Inside that one, the thing which you are checking is the variable name, that is the number. And while after opening the switch block, we need to write the conditions. The condition syntax is case. This is a keyword, space, and the first condition. And if number is equal to 10, that is 10, put a colon, and inside the case you need to write this one, the statement which is to be executed. So if the number is equal to 10, what we have print? A. And we need to put break. First, let me execute it and let me show you. We got A, guys. Alright. So let me just remove break here. And now let me show you the output. AB. And let me also remove these break statements so that you guys will understand very clearly. So I have removed all the break statements from all the cases. And now let me just show you guys the output. We got everything A, B, C default output. Why we got that one, guys? Because we are not keeping the break statement. We won't be getting the appropriate answer. All right. So that is the use of break statement. Once we get the correct answer, the correct match, then it will print the appropriate statement and it will stop executing. Or else, if you don't write break, once any condition is satisfied, then all the statements automatically will get executed. All right. So that is the use of break. And for example, now let me just change it to 30 and let us run it, and you guys can guess the output right now, guys. That is C. For case 30, this will be executed C. And let us just check for some default case 90. Let us just take, and if you run this one, default output, since we did not write any case for 90, that is 10, 20, 30, only 3 cases we wrote, and the default value will be executed. Right, guys? So this is switch case, and we have seen all this switch case, and this PPT will be shared with you guys, so you guys can see the syntax and you can also practice the programs. And our next topic is loops, guys. So we need to check what are the loops. So loops are basically used for repeating the statements, guys. All right. So for example, if we take a loop, either of these, for loop, while loop, or do while loop, once we write some code inside the loop, we can repeat them as much as we want. All right. So reusability is the best factor of the loops. So first, let us see for loop, and let me just show you how it works, how the loop works. So let us open the Java class. For loop, let us write our main method, string args, and int I equal to 0. Let us just take, and before that, let us also write the syntax. In the comments, let us write the syntax of the for loop. For variable condition incremental or decremental. So this is the syntax, guys. First, we need to write the variable which is to be iterated, and the condition up to which the statement to be repeated, and whether the value variable is incrementing or decrementing. All right. So let me just give a quick example so that it will be clear for you. So first, let us just take for Let us just declare it for I equal to 1 to I less than or equal to 10 and I plus plus. I plus plus is nothing but incrementing the I value for every iteration. So for every execution, it will just increase I value by 1. Alright. So let me just open this for loop block and let me just put system.output add I. Now let me just run it and I will be explaining the guys once the output has come. Yes, we got the output guys, and what is the output we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up to 10 we got. Alright, so just by writing there's a single line of statement. So what is happening here is, so first initially what is the value of I guys? 1. And it will check the condition whether I is less than or equal to 10. It is correct, right? 1 is less than 10. And it is printing the I value. We got 1 as output. And next what is happening? I is getting incremented by 1. 1 plus 1, 2. Now I value is 2 and it will check for this condition again. 2 is less than 10, correct, right guys? So that's why it will get printed, and after printing it will get incremented. Now what is I value? 2 plus 1, 3. So this is in this process it will get incremented and it will get up to 10, and when it goes to 11 it will check the condition. 11 is not less than 10, right guys? So that's why the execution stops here. The loop get terminated. Alright, so this is the small example of for loop, and let us do the same thing with the while loop and do while loop, and after that let us just see a small program on for loop. So there are 3 types of loop guys. We have seen for loop. Let us also see while loop and do while loop. Let us see while loop. So let us write our main method. And let us take int I equal to 1 first. Let us do the same program which we did in for loop so that you guys can understand and you guys can compare between 2 loops. Alright, so int I equal to 1, and next let us start the while loop. The syntax is while, open the braces and write the condition. I is less than or equal to 10. What we need to do when the condition is satisfied, we need to print the I value and I should be incremented. That's it guys. So let me just run it, and after the output has come, I will explain you the syntax and what happened here. Yes, we got the same output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, guys. So what is happening here is, first we have taken I equal to 1, initial value is 1, and we have written a condition that is while I is less than or equal to 10. What we are supposed to do? We are supposed to print the value of I and we are supposed to increment the value. So initial the value of I is 1. It will check the condition and it will execute the value of I, and I will be incremented. And what is the new value of I now? Once it has printed this thing, 1 plus 1, 2. Check the condition, 2 is less than 10, correct? It will execute the I value and it will get incremented. What is the 2 plus 1? 3. It will check again. So this process continues up to the condition is failed. That is, if the I value has become 11, 11 is less than 10. Is it correct? No, it's not correct. So that's why the loop termination will happen and the execution will get stopped. Alright guys, so this is a while loop, and next let us see the final loop, that is do while. So this is another type of loop, that is do while loop. So this is also a small comparison between a while loop and do while loop can be made guys. So it is very similar to while loop. Let me just take the same thing, int I equal to 1, do, and inside do let us just print I, and when we should print I? While I is less than or equal to 10, protect this thing, and let's just print I plus plus. Alright guys, so while I is less than or equal to 10, and what we are supposed to do, we are supposed to print I. All right, guys. So let us just, okay, so we forgot to write main method here. Public static void main string args, and let us open the braces. Let me just remove the last brace here, and that's it, guys. So let us just run it, and let us see what is output. Yes, we got the same output 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So basically, what is happening here is, so first we have taken a variable int I is equal to 1, and after that we are written a do, that is do while loop, right? So first write do, open the braces, we are printing I, and we are incrementing I value. So basically, in while loop we wrote inside these braces, right? So what we are writing inside these braces, we are writing that thing in the do block, do and open the braces, and that's it. And when we are supposed to do this while the condition is satisfied. All right, guys. So this is a do while loop, and I hope you guys understood, and you guys are not having any kind of doubts. And if you guys have any kind of doubts, you can ping us at our WhatsApp or Gmail, or you can also post in the live chat box. So this is do while loop, and let us do a small program on using of loops, sum of n. So in this, what we are going to do is we are trying to print the sum of first n numbers. N will be provided by the user. All right. Args, and I will be showing you guys how to take the user input from user also. So for that, you need to use this statement. We need to import scanner from util package in Java in order to take the user input. You guys just follow the small process while we are taking the input. It is very simple. Okay. So first, let us declare a number int n, and let us open the scanner class now. Scanner sc equal to new scanner system dot in. So this is the exact statement which you guys need to write in order to take the user input. And before that, let us just print a message for the user that enter the number n. And after he enters the number, we need to fetch the number into n, right? So n equal to sc dot next int. And after that, what we're gonna do is let us also take int n comma I, and next let us run a for loop in order to check the sum of first n numbers. I equal to 1, I less than or equal to n, I plus plus. Let us just take one variable int sum equal to 0, and for every iteration what we are supposed to do, sum equal to sum plus I. All right, and after that let us just print the sum of first n numbers is plus sum. All right, so first just let me execute the program, and after that I will explain you the program clearly. Enter the number n. Let us enter 5, and let us just print enter. The sum of first n numbers is 15. What is the sum of first 5 numbers, guys? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. That is nothing but 15. So what is happening here is we are taking the user input. User can enter any number and we'll be getting the sum. So first we have taken n, I, and sum is equal to 0. N for storing the number which is entered by the user, and I is for the loop purpose, and sum is for the sum purpose while we are calculating the total sum. And next, these two steps you need to follow in order to take the user input. Since we are taking an integer as a input from the user, we need to use next int. If you are using a string, just use next. All right. So this is a small logic which we need to follow in order to find the sum. So for I is equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n, I plus plus, sum equal to sum plus I. For every iteration, we need to add sum by I. So initially, what is the value of sum? 0. And let us just take n value as 5. And I is equal to 1. 1 is less than 5, right? So we are adding sum equal to sum plus I. What is the value of sum? 0. 0 plus 1, 1. So now the sum value has become 1 and I has get incremented. That is I value is 2 now. Alright. So for the second iteration, 1 plus 2, 3. So now the sum value is 3 and I value is 2 plus 1, 3. So both are 3. What is 3 plus 3? 6. And now sum equal to 6 and I is equal to 3 plus 1, 4. And in the next iteration, 6 plus 4, 5. 6 plus 4, that is 10. And for the final iteration, I value is 5. And what is 10 plus 5? 15. Alright. So hope you guys got what is the small logic which we need to follow in order to find the sum of the given numbers. Alright, guys. So I hope you guys understood, and you guys try in while loop and do while loop, the similar logic which we are implemented here, and it is very simple, right? It is just a single line, and try to do in the other loops as well. All right. So we have seen the loops. So now let us see how to create an user defined class. So we in the programs we have seen how to write this public class, and these are the by default, right, guys? So this is the file name, and these are the some class. And what if we want to create a separate class? And for that one, we need to have some knowledge on what is a class and what is the object. So first, let us see what is a class. So a class is a group of objects. Like it will act as a template or a blueprint, guys. So once we create an object for the class, so we can use that the methods which are present inside the class, and we can use the variables inside the class with the object created. Alright, guys, so this is the syntax: class space the class name, and you can enter everything once you open the braces. And object, so object is nothing but it is just an instance of the class. Alright, guys, so a typical Java program creates many projects which interact by invoking methods. So once we create the what do you say object, you can use all the things which are present inside the class. Alright, guys, so let us see how to create an user defined class. User defined. So now let me just and in this same program I will be explaining to the guys what is the how to create an object, and let us also cover the methods in Java. All right, so I have created a simple thing, that is I wrote a main method, and I open the braces. And now let me just create a user defined class. Let us just put a, or else let us just put uh, class 1. Okay, and open the braces, and you can write anything you want here, guys. So before going that one, let us see what is a method. So what is method? A method is a collection of statements that perform specific task and return the result to the caller. All right, so when we call the function, the statements which are written inside the method will be executed, guys. All right, so it is very simple, guys. So while explaining you the program, it will be very easy. So this is a syntax of the method. Public, this is access modifier, and you guys don't worry about the access modifiers now. We'll be covering them in the coming lectures. And in it is a return type. So there are mainly two types. That is, once we write void, there is a no value to be returned to the calling function. And when you write int, a value should be written. So we'll be seeing all those things. And max, this is just a method name, and the parameters which we'll take will be written inside the brace. And inside the flower braces, you can write the code. So let us just go here, and first let us just a simple method using void. Okay, so we should not return anything. Void, and let us method name be the m1. Open the parentheses. Let us just not pick any parameters for the simplicity purpose, and let us just put hello, this is method one. So I just wrote a SOP statement, guys. So what we did here is, so we created a user defined class, and we created a user defined method. And what is the class name? Class one. What is the method name? M1. And what is the statement which we wrote inside the method? Hello, this is method one. So in order to use these things, all these things, we need to create an object first. We need to create an object for the given class. What is the class? Class one. So let us go into the main method. Let us create an object first. The creating object has a simple syntax, that is class name first. What is the class name? Class one space object name. Let us just write obj1 equal to new class one. That's it. And with the use of the object created, that is obj1, just put dot here, and you can call the method which we have written inside that class dot m1. That's it, guys. Now let me just execute the program. Hello, this is method one. All right, so I hope you guys got. So what is happening here is, we just created an object here, and after creating the object, we called that method which is present inside that class obj1, that is object name, dot the method name. What is the method name? M1. So once we write this statement, the control will get shifted to this one, that is M1 method. And what is happening? This statement will get executed. So this is just a simple thing. And next, let us write a method with return type, or else let us just see first with parameters. Void m2 int n. So this function is asking for integer. If we do not pass the integer, it will cause an error. So let me just write. Let us just write the passed number is plus n. All right. So let us call the m2 method now, obj1 dot m2. And since we have given the provision for taking a number here inside the method creation, we must pass a number here. Let us just pass 5 here. Put a semicolon at the end. That's it. Run now. So we will be getting 2 lines. That is, hello, this is method 1. The passed number is 5. Alright, guys. So I hope you guys got it. So we just created an object, and with the help of the object created, we are calling the methods, that is m1 method and m2 method. M1 has no parameters, m2 has one parameter. So that's why we are passing the 5. And now let us see a method with int return type. Int m3, and let me just put int addition, and int x comma int y. And what it will return is return x plus y. So that is nothing but when we pass 2 numbers to this method, it will just return the addition of those numbers. That is nothing but the sum of those numbers. Okay, so what is the method name, guys? Addition. So with the help of the object created, that is obj1 dot addition, and we need to pass 2 numbers. Why we need to pass 2 numbers? Because we wrote int x and int y. That two only integers we need to pass. For example, if you want to pass the some points having number, decimal parts numbers, what are you going to do? Just change the data type. Int should be changed to float or double. All right, so have you guys got some clarity now? Just try it now. 10 comma 20, and this should be stored in something. Let us just take int add equal to this one. We are printing the addition is add, right? So let us just print now. The addition is 30. What is 10 plus 20, guys? 30, right? So what is happening here is, up to here the expression is clear, and now let us see what is this line. So int add equal to obj1 dot addition 10 20. So we are passing 10 comma 20 into this function, and it is returning x plus y. What is the value of 10 plus 20? 30. So 30 is being written where the function call has happened. So this is the function call, guys, and inside this function call we are getting 30. So where the 30 is stored now, inside add 30 is stored. So finally we are just printing the addition is the variable name. What is the variable name, guys? Add 30. All right. So this is how to create a user defined class, user defined method, and creation of objects and how to use them. All right. So I hope it is very clear for you. And now let us see. So final keyword. So before seeing the final keyword, let us see what is method overloading. So method overloading is nothing but, so when we are creating the method and we are creating another method with the same name but different parameters, this is known as method overloading. So let me explain you with here itself. So this is void m1, guys. All right. So we created a method m1, and what if we write the same data type, same method with some let me just change it to m1, and this is method overloading, guys. So over same name of the methods but different parameters. All right. So here there is no parameter. Here there is a one parameter. So this is simply known as method overloading. So let us just take a quick program to see that. Method overloading, and let us write our main method, and let us just create a small class. No, class A, let us just create, and let us create void m1. Let us just write this is first method, and let us write the same method, that is m2, m1, and let us just take some different parameter int n with the different parameters. So in the first method which we wrote, there are no parameters. In the second method which we wrote, the same name, just a parameter is added. All right. So let me just add this now, and this is second method. So now let us just create an object for the class. What is the class name, guys? A space obj1 equal to new A, and obj1 dot m1, obj1 dot m1. And for the second method to be experienced, we need to pass something 5. So let me just run this code now. This is first method, this is second method. So what is happening here, guys, is we created an object. With the help of the object, we are accessing this m1 and m1 methods. So in the first method, there is no parameter. In the second method, there is a parameter. So first function call dot m1, we did not write anything. We did not pass anything inside the braces. That's why which method will be executed, guys? Obviously, this will be executed because there is no parameter in this one. And in the second call, we passed n equal to 5. That's why this method will be invoked and this statement will be printed. So this is second method. All right. So I hope method overloading is clear for you guys. And let us see the final keyword now. So final keyword has some specific uses in the Java, and final class, this will be seeing when we are writing inheritance, learning inheritance. For now, let us just see final method and final variable. All right, guys. So first, let us see what is final variable. So let us just create a new class. Final underscore keyword. So let us write our main method first. Public static void main string args. And next, let me just write, first let me just show you what happens. Int x equal to 5 and x equal to 10, let us write. Now, can you guys guess what will be printed? Because first we wrote x equal to 5 and x equal to 10. What will be printed? 10 will be printed. So what is the thing which you learned here is the variable which we wrote can be modified. First we wrote x equal to 5 and we wrote x equal to 10. So this can be changed. And for example, if you guys do not want to change that one, just add final. All right, guys. So now let me just print this so that you guys can understand that it will run without any problem. We got 5. And next what we're gonna do, let us just put x equal to 10. And we'll be getting an error now. Right now we'll be getting an error. There is also a red line so that you can guess, you guys can guess the error. Cannot assign a value to final variable x. So this is the use of final keyword, guys. So once you declare an something, any data type, it can be character, float, double, byte, or int. You cannot update it. So that is the specialty of the final keyword. Alright, guys. So let us also say final method. Okay, so final method and final class we will be seeing in the tomorrow's lecture, that is in the inheritance concept, so that you guys can understand very clearly, because those will be implemented in the inheritance. All right, guys. And I hope that's it for today's thing. Yes, guys, we covered everything. And if you guys have any kind of doubt, you can contact us at anywhere, either the mobile number, Gmail, or you can also post in the live chat. So we'll be there to assist you. And do not forget to fill the attendance form, guys. And thank you for watching, everyone.